Alright, first introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Nancy. I am contestant number 4 and I'm from Texas. I'm currently 17 years old and I will be attending Pepperdine University in the fall.
And what would you be studying?
I will be studying journalism and hopefully have prereqs for health science so I can pursue a medical career in the future.
Oh, that's pretty amazing. And like what made you to wanted to go into that career?
Well, in journalism, I started with my school's yearbook. I've been doing that for 2 years. I was one of the editors there and it was just so much fun, like talking and socializing, and it was such a big community to understand. And also I just think I developed a hobby and passion for photography and things related to that. Also, the yearbook class doubled as a journalism one too.
I see. Like, we know that you're turning 18, right, this year, and are you excited or nervous? Like right now you're fully an adult right now.
I feel like it's always kind of scary becoming an adult. It's very a leap towards society, I have a lot of responsibilities and I think I've been preparing myself for this moment, so I'm a bit ready, but it's also scary.
You know that there are so many other kind of competition just like this. What made you wanted to join us, this pageant competition?
Well, this pageant is Miss Chinese, obviously, and I think that it's a big aspect of just learning about my culture and embracing that and embracing Chinese beauty. Coming from a small town in Texas, it's not that small, but it's more like a lesser known place. There's not a lot of Asian representation, and I discovered this opportunity and I thought this was a perfect time for me to come and really try my best and gain a new experience while also representing my town, but also bring light into this new.
I see. And where are your parents from, originally? You don't know? Okay, it's okay. And have you ever went back to China or?
No, I came here when I was very little, around the ages of 4 to 5, so I've been living here ever since.
So go home, you better go ask your parents, where you're from.
It's actually just my mom. She's from China, I think maybe in Guangdong.
Guangdong. I see. And do you speak Cantonese? No. Okay, it's okay. And how did you learn Mandarin? At home or at school?
I really learned at home. There's not really Asian courses or Chinese class. Our only language class is Spanish, so I learned a lot of my Chinese at home speaking to my mom, and I really like watching Chinese dramas, so I watched that ever since I was little, and cartoons like 巴啦啦小魔仙和喜羊羊美人.
Oh, that I watched too, when I was little too. They're pretty good though. Are those the only 2 dramas that you watch, or there are other?
No, Chinese dramas with 白鹿和赵露思.
And what is one typical your favorite drama?
I think I like any drama with romance in it.
So you have a lot of imagination towards love, things like this.
I guess. I think love is just a beautiful thing. I like to read a lot, so I think that's where I get most of my imagination from. Yeah, rom-com. My favorite book is probably Song of Achilles. It is a romance book, but I think there's more than that. You should go check it out.
Okay, and what is one scene that attract you the most? One scene or one story from the book or drama?
So Song of Achilles is just, I think, is beautiful. I really like Greek mythology, and it kind of weaves a love story around 2 characters you really didn't expect to fall in love, according to Greek mythology. but I just think it's a really cool aspect. This has also nothing to do with Chinese drama.
I see. I mean, you know, it is a drama or a book. Like, as long as they teach the lessons and you learn from them, like, they are valuable. And how do you view the word love? What's your definition?
I think it's just showing respect and care to one another unconditionally. There shouldn't be any, I would say, like, you're doing this out of your own free will. You're not doing this because you're forced to. You just love and give constantly without ever wanting to receive anything back in return.
I see. And like, cause you're 17, turning to 18.
Yes.
Like, before joining the pageant competition, like, what were your thoughts before joining? Like, do you have like any imagination, like things that would happen?
I think coming into this pageant, I kind of set my expectations like in the middle. It could be like either really great experience or I would go away maybe a bit sad, but because I left pretty like hurriedly to come here. I came all the way from Texas, and I think it was like a big sacrifice for me to come and enter this pageant. So I'm really like, I'm setting my expectations like in the middle, but I kind of want great things to happen.
I see. You know that like Miss Chinese pageant competition, it's starting like from the route, the eastern route, and your mom must be excited. Like, what was the first thing she say, like when you told her that you're decided to join this competition?
I mean, obviously she's really proud of me. She's the one who really encouraged me and like gave me this opportunity, and I'm so thankful to be here. She's really, really happy that I was able to come. She thinks that this is a great like experience and opportunity for me to also grow and mature as a person and just learn to shoulder responsibilities. I think I do a pretty good job of that, so she wasn't that worried. That's why she's able to leave me over here and compete in this pageant.
I see. She probably must think that, all right, like this is your first stage of being an adult, like independence.
I'm already pretty independent, I would say. Like whenever I was growing up, she really didn't like, I would say she gave me a lot of responsibilities starting off and just saw like how I could handle each and one of them, and I just continued to shoulder more, and I think that really helped me grow as a person early on, especially also like being a single mom, and I think like I've had to help her out a lot, and so that's really helped.
I see. And like, so before joining the competitions, what's the difference of your thoughts between before and during the competition?
Before I entered this competition, I would say that I really didn't know what to expect. I thought since like this was a competition that everybody was going to be out for each other's throats, you know, like since there's only one winner. But as I've come onto this pageant, I realized that everybody here is like family to me, and every girl like genuinely cares about every competitor, and I don't really think there's a lot of like tension between us. We all want each other to do our best and succeed in every which way.
I see. So do you think that like for this competition, the beauty is the only standard?
I don't think that beauty is the one thing that will let you win, because every pageant that I've watched, I really think that they focus on one, intelligence, and then two, your charisma and your confidence and just how you handle everything, you know, and then also just about your caringness, you know, because being a pageant winner, you have to go on and you have this image that you have to keep up, and beauty isn't like a big part of it. You have to have all of the other aspects, especially kindness.
Yeah, like true, like kindness, like when someone is kind to you, it kind of like motivate the others, like to be kind to others. So it's like a cycle. And what is the one most difficult hardship that you have ever faced?
In this pageant or just in
throughout
life?
the lifetime?
I think I struggled a bit in high school and just middle school in general with being one of the few Asians there, but I had a great friend group and they were really welcoming. I also struggled a bit with having a single mom. I think there's a lot of, I would say, like, prejudice against people with like single parents, thinking that they grow up unfulfilled, but I think my mom's given me so much love and everything she's given me. I got the opportunity to be here. I'm so happy and grateful.
Yeah, like mom is the biggest hero like in the world.
Yeah.
And what is one sentence you want to give to those like who are facing difficulties right now?
I think that it's important to understand that everybody goes through troubles, and in order to get through them, you just have to go on every day and be positive and never let those troubles like get you down, you know? Because if you focus on the negative, then your mind is never going to think of all the possibilities that you could have.
I see. Let's say that like you have the chance to go to one place like anywhere. Where would you want to go?
I think I would like to go to Paris because my mom's told me stories about her traveling Europe, and Paris is in Europe, right? Paris is in Europe, right? Okay. Paris is just like, she has shown me pictures of her standing by the Eiffel Tower, and I think it'd be a great way to just experience what she experienced when she was younger.
I see. And one last question. What is the most embarrassing moment in your life?
Embarrassing moment. I think there's been a lot of embarrassing moments.
What is one like the most embarrassing?
Okay. I would say maybe in tennis. So I've been playing tennis for 4 years, so it's been like a pretty big part of my life. And one time when we were on like a group outing, there was a bucket, and the bucket was labeled sweat towels, but I did not read, and it was in a water bucket, right? So I got the water from the bucket and I accidentally drank it.
You did? So was it like tasty? Like tastier than the regular water?
It was not tasty at all. And somebody from our team saw me do that and he told everybody. So, yeah, that was really embarrassing, especially since he told everybody at the dinner table. So,
how did you feel at that time? Like you want to go like underground, just disappear? Or?
I think I like turned really red and I just kind of like crumbled into the dinner seat. I didn't talk to anybody for the rest of the night.
Well, that must be like really unforgiving.
We're actually friends.
Okay. So. Are you guys still friends?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Like last night, like we threw out a surprise party. Were you like surprised?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a very emotional person, and like being up on that stage when I was like trying to hold it in to look good for the pictures, but I was like, my eyes were kind of getting red and watery, so I was like on the verge of tears. I feel like anytime I'm like a lot of attention or pressure, I'm like kind of really emotional, but in a good way. I'm really happy.
So did that make your night last night?
Yeah, it really did. I was like thinking about it all night, and I had like really just a lot to contemplate, and that was just such a good memory, you know, because I feel like birthdays especially are like such a huge thing for me every year, and that was like better than every other birthday celebration I've had, because I don't think I've ever received like a surprise for my birthday.
That's a good thing to know.
Yeah, it's always like whatever I get for my birthday, like everybody just tells me like in advance, you know. Well, I have parties, but it's always like they tell you and it's never a surprise.
And they give you a bucket of like dirty water?
Okay, no. No, all my friends are great gift givers. I appreciate everything.
That's good. Friendships forever.
Just for that comment, I'll give you.
Thanks.